Hello, hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome everyone to the Leadership TKO show. I'm Dr. Lakeisha McKnight. Some people call me Dr. Cousin, and again, I welcome you here to the show. It is a Monday, February the 5th of 2024 in this beautiful city of Chesapeake, Virginia, where I am going live, all right? And so welcome to Leadership TKO. I'm excited to have your attention for just a few moments during this particular evening. And so we're going to get started momentarily. I know Facebook, as we're live on Facebook and on podcast platforms, I know these platforms are informing you that I am indeed live. So come on in, join me. Even if you're catching the replay of this, join me here for the show. I'm excited to be able to have each and every one of your attention. Let's also make sure that our settings are A-OK. And as you're coming on into the stream, for those of you who are here live and those catching the replay, in the comment section, drop in there your city, your state, where you're tuning in from. I definitely would love to learn where the viewers are watching from. It's very exciting to see the different parts of the world where many of you are plugging into the show. So even if you're watching this on YouTube, in the comment section, drop in where you're watching from as well. And so welcome to those of you on YouTube. Thank you so very much for coming on in and joining and watching this particular video. Remember to subscribe to the channel because you're going to get more great content here on a consistent basis. Now, listen, here with Leadership TKO, I will tell you that with this show, we like to go live every Monday and every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And so in just a few more moments, I will let you know what the mission of this show is as well. What I want to do quickly is I want to make sure that we can reach as many people as possible on the Facebook platform here. So I'm going to plug in a little bit here. We're also going to see if we can plug a few people in exactly on the Facebook platform. So again, as you're coming on in, drop in where you're tuning in from. I do see Davia Tucker. Thank you so very much, Davia. I see you checking out the show. Feel free to drop in the comments where you're plugging in from, Davia. Glad to have you here. And I see a few people is joining us. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Join the conversation. Join the conversation tonight. We're going to start in just another minute or two. What I'm doing right now is just plugging a few people in, right? I want to make sure we can connect with as many people as possible to tonight's stream. And I am going to share with you in just a moment as well what our topic is going to be for tonight. So get ready, because I will reveal what the topic is, all right? I'm going to reveal that in just a moment. So yes, go ahead and drop in the comments where you're tuning in from. For those of you who are first-time guests, I appreciate you. Welcome to the Leadership TKO show. Dr. Lakeisha McKnight is here with you. I am a network marketing and wealth building coach, specifically for women. I find that a lot of women, whether they're wives, whether they're mothers, a lot of women connect with me in business and in wealth building. And so I've definitely developed a connection with helping, with serving women who are network marketers and wealth builders. But that does not stop you fellas from tuning in to the show, to the YouTube channel. You're more than welcome to grab a hold of the content. So with that being said, just note that the mission for Leadership TKO is to empower wealth building network marketers with the ability to win from the inside out, growing your influence, your impact, and your income. So for those of you who are watching right now, if you're interested in building a network marketing business successfully, join me on Mondays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're also interested in building wealth, establishing passive income, because we understand that the Bible, the Word of God, talks about the importance of plugging in the 7 ventures, maybe even 8, because we don't know what disaster may fall upon the land, and we are in uncertain times as of today. And listen, we need to make sure we control the flow of income inside of our homes with the guidance, with the leading of the Holy Spirit. And so come on in, plug in on Wednesdays if you want to build wealth and establish more income streams. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive in. I have some special content to share with you all on tonight. Let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Listen, our topic for today, we're talking about goal mastery and network marketing. I'm going to give you some strategies for success. And so I'm here to guide you through setting practical goals and mapping out the journey to be able to achieve them. So with that, listen, you all know I like to have visuals. I like to utilize visuals. So I am going to share with you a visual. Absolutely. So let's go ahead and get it loaded up here and we can get the moving. Yes, goal mastery. For those of you on the podcast platforms, YouTube and Facebook, goal mastery and network marketing. I'm going to give you strategies for success. And so you want to definitely plug in, grab a notepad and a pen so that we can go ahead and dive in. So listen, I'm going to let you know before we dive into these objectives, I've been involved with network marketing since 2001. I've become extremely committed to network marketing as a profession over the last 7-8 years when I was under the mentorship of the late Dr. Ty Best and Mrs. Valerie Best. Now that couple, along with their children, adult children, had over 100 years of freedom. That's right, financial freedom, time freedom, as a result of being dedicated to the network marketing profession. And so I grabbed a hold of that baton, myself, my husband. And so we've been going strong for the last 7-8 years in this field of network marketing. And we've also been impacted by other great leaders as well. And so again, we are here. I'm here to share with you this particular stream on goal mastery. So what are our objectives for today? Let's take a look right here on the screen. So today, my goal is to give you knowledge on how to set clear, achievable goals. That's number one. Number two, I want to help you to develop actionable plans to reach those goals. What good is it to set a goal if you don't have a plan to actually reach them? So that's objective number two. Now, objective number three is I want to help you harness the power of motivation and resilience to navigate the challenges of network marketing. Because the truth is, when you get involved in this field, you're going to have a lot of naysayers. So how do you stay motivated through all of the noise that's going on around you? How do you stay motivated? Well, I may tap into that as well and share with you a nugget or two. So let's dive in. Let's have a little bit of an intro as it pertains to goal setting. Okay, we got to start at the foundation of setting goals. Now, in network marketing, your goals are your North Star, so to speak. Okay, guiding you through the challenges and motivating you to push forward. Yes, you got to push. It's a walk. When you get involved with network marketing, it really is a faith walk because you don't really know what to expect 100% of the time because you can't control people's responses and their decisions. You can't control that. So again, setting goals, it's going to really help guide you through the challenges and motivate you to push forward. See, but setting goals isn't just about dreaming big. I want to put that out there. It isn't just about dreaming big. It's about making those dreams achievable. That's what it's about. It's about making the dreams achievable. That's what it's about. And not just that as well. You want to be able to do that, make the dreams achievable through clear, actionable steps. See, that's the goal. People can say, well, I want to make $1 million in a year. Okay, well, what's your action step? So what are you going to do during the first 30 days, the first 90 days, the first 6 months of a given year to be able to get closer and closer to generating or becoming $1 million earner in the space? So today, during this stream, during this video, I'm going to share with you how to set goals that are, number one, specific, number two, measurable, number three, achievable, number four, relevant, and number five, time bound. Some of you know exactly what I just spelled out, and that is a SMART goal. Got to talk about it. And if a method is not broken, why would you try to reinvent the wheel? So you want to make sure it follows those particular thoughts. Your goals need to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant and time bound. Your goals need to follow those particular points. Now, why is SMART goals important? Why should your goals be SMART when it comes to being a network marketer? Now, SMART goals, ladies and gentlemen, transform vague ambitions, like just saying you want to achieve a thing, right? You just throw something out in the atmosphere saying, I'm going to do this, right? So it transforms a vague ambition into clear targets. So now you're becoming even more clear. For example, okay, instead of saying, right, I want to grow my network. That's okay, that's nice. You want to grow your network. A SMART goal, listen to this. A SMART goal would be, I am to recruit, here it is. I am to recruit 10 new members by the end of the first quarter, because we are here in quarter number 1 of 2024. So maybe you would say, I am to recruit 10 new members, 10 new partners who are team builders by the end of this first quarter. So now you know what's the end of the first quarter. That means after 3 months, January, February, March. At the end of March, you want to be able to bring on board, partner with 10 new people. Or here's another one. Okay, here's another one. Now, how are you going to do this, though? You want to put inside of your goal. Let me add to that particular example. Yes, you want to recruit 10 new business builders by the end of the first quarter. How? By hosting weekly presentations, or at least consistently inviting people to weekly presentations. There you go. And so this clarity is crucial when it comes to network marketing, where progress is driven by consistent and by targeted actions. That's very important, everyone. If you're taking notes, you have to have actions, engage in actions that are consistent and actions that are targeted. Very, very important. So how do we create a goal-driven action plan? So you have a goal, and I just gave you an example of a goal, okay? Now, how do you create a goal-driven action plan? Because with SMART goals in place, the next step, you got to have a plan. So this really involves breaking down your goals into smaller, manageable tasks, and really setting deadlines for each of them. So let's look at that example, that you are to recruit 10 new members by the end of the first quarter. So now you know how many, and now you have a targeted date, the end of the first quarter, which is the end of March. So you can say March 30th or what have you, but by the end of March, you would recruit 10 new recruiting partners, or at least team building partners, distributors, depending on what the exact name is for your company. It could be distributors, it could be affiliates, independent representatives, whatever it may be. But you want to bring on board 10 new partners. Okay, so again, it has to be something that a goal that you can break into smaller, manageable tasks and set deadlines. You want to have a target date in mind, because you can achieve that whenever if you don't put a date next to it. So if your goal is to recruit new members, your action plan, everyone, might include daily outreach activities. It could mean that you're going to friend 5 to 7 new people per day on social media platforms. You also want to be able to refine your pitch. How are you going to pique their interest? What one-liner are you going to use within a conversation with a prospect, so that you can change the conversation, or at least pivot the conversation to really ask them the question, the pique interest question? And then also scheduling follow-up meetings. How often are you going to be following up with your prospects? You want to make sure you have that in mind. So remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. You're wishing. Just like, for example, people without a plan, they're posting on social media. Well, if you don't have a plan in place, you're engaging in hope marketing. You're hoping and wishing that someone sees your content, and that they respond to your content and that they get back with you. Again, hope marketing, it's not going to be as productive as planning and being very clear as to what you want to achieve. So when you're setting goals and you're having your plan in place, you're implementing your plan, you want to be prepared to be able to overcome obstacles and stay motivated on the journey. And I think this is very crucial time, especially as we're still here at the beginning of the year. Yes, January is gone, February is here. And so you want to understand, how do you overcome obstacles and stay so focused on achieving your goal? Well, we got to talk about it a bit, because the truth is challenges are inevitable, but there are also moments that can give you time to grow, because it's all about this growth journey. This is a personal development journey with a compensation plan attached to it. For those of us who are in network marketing, again, it's all about personal development, compensation plan added to it. And so that's like a huge perk to going on this journey. So when you're faced with setbacks, because the setbacks are going to come, I encourage you to be able to revisit your goals and your action plans. I'm going to say that one more time. When they arise, when obstacles come, it's important that you revisit your goals and your action plans. Okay, ask yourself the important questions. What's working? Okay, what's working for you at this particular time? What's not working? What is it that you're like, man, this is just definitely not it? What's not working? And then here, listen, the other point is you want to be able to adjust your strategies accordingly. So if something is not quite working well, switch it up a little bit, change it up. It's okay to be able to revise. Now, let me shift a bit to the second part here of staying motivated. Okay, you're going to have people, family members that come up to you say, oh, it's not worth it. It's a scam. It's a pyramid scheme. You're going to have so many voices, trying to infiltrate, trying to mess up your dream and trying to put out that fire that you have. But you got to stay motivated. You want to celebrate small victories and learn from, I don't want to say the losses, but there are going to be wins and losses, okay? You're going to lose, you're going to win. There are going to be moments where you're going to learn, and that's what you want to grab from those moments where you have challenges. Learn from them, okay? Don't count any experience out. Learn from every experience. And surround yourself with a supportive community that shares your ambitions and shares your challenges. So who is a part of your inner circle? Who is a part of your community that's going to be able, where you all can kind of bounce things off of one another to be able to thrive, to be able to become better, to do better? Who is a part of your community? That's the question that I have for you right now. Like, I've established a wealth inner circle. I have a team. We go forward. We're building wealth together. We understand the importance of staying laser focused. And yes, we come together as necessary for team meetings. And we want to make sure we motivate one another as we come together. And so who is a part of your circle? Who is a part of your community where you can come together and support one another? You need that. It's not a sometime type of thing. No, you need to have supporters in your corner. That's just like with boxing. With boxing, you got your cut man. Okay, you got your coach, you got your trainer, you got the medics, you got all these people who are in your corner supporting you in the boxing ring. So just like boxers need a team, you need a team. You need a supportive community. So you want to be able to take a look at that. So listen, let's dive in, because I want to talk quickly about tools and resources. Okay, tools and resources, because in today's digital age that we're in, listen, numerous tools can help you track, all right? It can help you to achieve your goals, from CRMs, these are content management systems, CRM systems, to social media analytics, where on Facebook, you can actually check your insights to find out how many men versus women are paying attention to your content and are more active. You can find out from where in the world people are the most active. Facebook has some great ways to assess that. And the other platforms do so as well. So again, leverage these tools, really that can provide you with insight into your progress and your areas of improvement. But don't underestimate. Here's the point I want to make. Do not underestimate the power of educational resources like webinars. Okay, I attend them all the time. Like I try to at least attend a webinar or so at least once a week that will help me to grow and further my communication skills, further my ability to leverage social media to be able to build my business. All of that. Okay. What also books. Read a book. I have a book right here, actually. Let me see if I can pull it out. Now, this is for my enhancement in terms of learning more about the kingdom of God. But I have books. I have books from Miles Monroe about kingdom citizenship and so much more that really helps me to grow, further my knowledge, whether it's on my values, further my knowledge on my profession, my career, network marketing, or wealth building. But books are great tools to help you be able to grow and thrive and enhance your knowledge. So leverage these tools and definitely have some resources accessible to you, whether going to a local bookstore or a library, so that you can enhance your skill set and stay motivated on the journey. So I do want to take a moment to really share with you examples. I think examples are so important when it comes to setting goals. Now, personal example, okay. So I wanted to make sure that I had a circle in place, whether it's going to be comprised of 10 to 12. Now, this example comes from, and I'm going to stop my share. This example comes from following the example of Christ. For those of you who are spirit-led individuals, you are kingdom ambassadors, you may understand what I mean. Now, Jesus, he had an inner circle, but he also had a group of disciples as well. There are 12 disciples that he was on the journey with. He was teaching them, modeling what they ought to be doing so that the kingdom of God can continue to expand in the earth. And so he did have an inner circle as well. He had 3 men that he really spent a lot of time with, but he had disciples as well. Now, it's Peter, James, and John who were the most closest to Jesus. Then he also had the entirety, the 12 disciples. And then, of course, there was the multitude who followed Jesus because, yes, they wanted to receive teachings from them. They just adored how he would speak with authority. And so it's very important that you think about this in terms of your team, your circle. And so for me, I wanted to make sure that I had a circle of about 12 people. I wanted to model the same number that Jesus had. So 12 people inside of the circle. And in this circle, we would build wealth together. We would engage in personal development together. And I would encourage them to mimic the same actions I would engage in. So if I have a team, or at least a circle of 12 people I'm closest to, I'm encouraging them to also have a team of 12 people that they are closest to as well. Like they can have their own inner circle if that's what they want, or just a team of people they're close to that they would build wealth with. Because that's exactly what I do. We're building a network together. We're building wealth together. We're going on this journey together. And so that's what I did. And guess what? That was the number that I set for myself, 12. And I believe I'm just about there in terms of for this year, 2024. And I wanted to really accomplish that within 30 days. And I believe I have accomplished that. Okay, I believe I have accomplished that. I think I have maybe about 18 people actually in the circle as of right now, 18 people. And so that's a great accomplishment that I was able to achieve. And so that's what you want to think about. Target date. What is the number? Okay, so it has to be measurable, remember? It has to be relevant. It has to be achievable. And bringing on board 12 people out of over 8 billion people in the world by leveraging social media, I believe that that's achievable. You can go out and recruit or sponsor. Okay, sponsor is a better word. You can sponsor 10 people easily if you have your content correct. You understand your product, you understand the benefit or at least the results it can bring, and you know how to have and engage conversations. Because being a relationship initiator and nurturer is going to be very important to being able to bring people on board with you with your opportunity. So 2 examples, you can grow your downline by 20% in this first quarter of 2024, or better yet, here's another goal, being able to achieve your sales volume, increase your sales volume by 30%, in the next 6 months, increasing your sales volume. Now, how do you do that? You're going to need some training. You're going to need to make sure your team is well trained. They're well aware of the products, okay? Because you want to make sure that they're able to truly have questions answered and answer the questions for those who may need to conduct 3-ways. You want to be well knowledgeable on your product. And so that's just one of the action steps that will be necessary if you want to increase your sales volume by 30% within the next 6 months. And so these are just some things to think about. And for me, these are just actually examples of some of my goals that I set. Okay. So these experiences of being able to bring on board and recruit and sponsor a decent and achievable number of people for social media has taught me the importance of being persistent. It's taught me the importance of being adaptable and the power of a strong network. Okay, it really, really has. So listen, I just want to say thank you, because this really marks the conclusion, the end of our goal mastery in network marketing to achieve network marketing success. I wanted to help you understand, and hopefully you have achieved, you grabbed some golden nuggets, you understand that your goals need to do what? They need to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. You want to make sure you establish SMART goals. You want to make sure you also have a plan and a community of people who will encourage you forward, and a personal development plan. You want to make sure that you are feeding your mind, okay? You're feeding and empowering this brain. The Word of God talks about the importance of being transformed by the renewing of your mind. How do you change your mind? How do you make sure you have the right mindset? It has to be transformed by putting in the right content, okay? Putting in the right content to help you to thrive as a professional. And so if you want to be a network marketing professional, you got to do what's necessary. You want to engage in personal development. You want to be consistent with your activity. And you want to be able to measure your progress along the way. So with that in mind, I just want to say thank you so very much. And yes, I'm going to put this out there for those of you who are looking for at least a small, tight-knit community where you'll be able to learn how to build wealth God's way and achieve goals. Listen, I have the wonderful privilege of being a founder of an amazing project. And this project helps you to learn how to become financially free God's way. If that's something that you're looking forward to doing in this year, you want to be able to learn kingdom principles and understand how to apply those principles to your life so that you can build wealth the right way. You want to establish multiple streams of income and have the opportunity to be paid out. Listen to this. Upwards of over $13,000 several times potentially in a given month. If that's something that you want to accomplish, you want to add it to your plan for 2024, I want you to type in the word, there again, you ready for it? Type in the $, matter of fact. Type in the $sign below if you want to have consistent income coming in, maybe even upwards of over 13,000 several times in a given month. If you want to learn about this, how you can earn while you learn financial principles and kingdom principles. If that's you, type in the $sign in the comment section below, and I will reach out to you and be in touch. Now, for those of you who are on the podcast platforms, listen, you want to make sure you hop on, okay? Hop on Facebook or hop on YouTube so that you'll be able to see what's necessary to be a part and take action. Now, for those of you on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like the video, all right? Let your friends, your BFFs know about this amazing channel, Leadership TKO. And if you're on Facebook, come on now, set your alarm. Don't miss any of the streams that we have here. Again, this is Monday night. We're looking forward to coming back on Wednesday as we talk about passive income and wealth building. So with that in mind, I want to encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night to you, good afternoon, and God bless.